Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and good Shabbos. Welcome to our virtual Shabbat services for this week. It has been a nice week. There was a lot of rain here, but some nice days as well. So, with a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, a lot of weather, as it were. But let's begin our Shabbat services on page 6 with a reading. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We need to light the candles. And who wants to light candles tonight? I know Judy did it last week.
All right.
All right. I got ahead of myself.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher ekdeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu b'chalik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. All right. We've lit the Shabbos candles, and Shabbos is with us now. And so let's ease our way into Shabbat with a reading on page 6 of Mishkan Tefillah. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May we welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May
May the synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
We're going to jump ahead to page 20. Page 20 for Lecha Dodi. We'll sing the first verse and the last verse. Likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamur v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shemu tiferet l'chitvilah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Ovi v'shalom ma'ateret bala, gam v'simcha u'v'tzohala, to'och emunei am segula, bo'ichala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabila. We're on page 22, Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, a psalm for the day of Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with 10-stringed harp and with voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai. How very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this.
The righteous bloom like a date palm. They thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in the courts of our God. In old age they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness. Attesting that Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no wrong.
Bebeit Adonai, Elohenu, Yafrihu, Ojenuvun Beseva, B'Sheni Merani, Yeyu, Lehagid, Yashar Adonai, Zuri, Elohim. Page 24, we continue by welcoming the angels who come to spend Shabbat with us. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zecher l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech, Malachei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're going to continue on page 145 with the Shabbat Evening 2 service, page 145. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach cherutei v'yamlik malchutei, B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimheru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam lo me'almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudisha brechu leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata dahamiran v'alma v'meru amen. We're on page 146, Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Amen.
Page 147 in the middle, we continue in the English. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMa'ariv Aravi. Ahavat Olam, page 148.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al-Ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachreinu, U'kumeinu nasiach v'nekecha, V'nishmach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hein chayeinu Ve'orech yameinu, Uvahem negeyom v'layla, negeyom v'layla, Ve'ahavata tasir, Mimeinu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We continue with Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha ayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot bein heinecha uchkavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'hisharecha
למען ותזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We're on page 151, reading responsively at the bottom of the page. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet
That oneness eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
when we
We
grant
grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
we
We learned God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Page 152, Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ratihilo, ohu sefer, no ratihilo, ohu sefer. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bim bam. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bim bam. Ay 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 ay, bim bam bim bam. Ay 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 ay, bim bam bim bam. Malchutecha, Rahuvanecha, Bokeyayam, Lifnei Moshe. Zeli, Zeli, Anu Le'amru, Adonai Lo, Le'om Ha'ed. Yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam, yabba bim bim bam, yabba bim bam. Ay 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 ay, bim bim bam. Ay 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 ay, bim bim bam. ונאמר כי יפאר אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Give us a place to rest. Top of page 153, Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Hamidenu shomrim l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Hamidenu shomrim l'chaim.
And the English near the bottom of the page. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the soft evening shadows of your truth. You are protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Over all we love, over Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu. V'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 154, verses from the book of Exodus, Vishamru. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת
לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We continue with the Amidah, the standing prayer. You can follow along in pages 155 and following, or you can offer up your own prayer at this time. Adonai sifatai tiftahu fi tehillatcha. Adonai sifatai tiftahu fi tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ahel Hagadol, Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Imahot, U'mevii Goel Bneihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Meti Latara L'Hoshia. Morid Hatal, Mechaker Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei Meitim B'Rachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'matir Asurim, U'mechayei B'emunato L'shenei Afar, Michamocha V'Gevurot, U'midom Melach, Melech Melech U'mechayei, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanatach Hayom. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei Hametim.
Atah Kadosh v'Shemcha Kadosh, U'Koshim Kolim Baruch Asela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We're in the middle of page 160. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day will fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Top of page 161, Ritzeh.
Ritzeh, Ritzeh, Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amata Yisrael, U'tefilatam, Utehi ratzon tamid, Utehi ratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael Anecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Sheltecha levadecha, Vayirahemod, Sheltecha levadecha,
Be gracious, Adonai, our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. O may our worship be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Today is Rosh Chodesh. It's the second day. It's the second day of Rosh Chodesh. And we're going to continue on the top of page 162 together with Yale V'Yavo, the prayer for Rosh Chodesh. Our God and God of our fathers and our mothers, be mindful of us and all your people Israel on this first day of the new month, and renew us in us love and compassion, goodness, life, and peace. This day remember us for well-being. Amen. This day bless us with your nearness. Amen. This day help us to a fuller life. Amen. We continue with Modim, the prayer for thankfulness. Modim anachnu lach. And the top of page 163, we'll read responsibly in English. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the
strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise.
For the desire in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For life and nature, harmony and beauty, for the hope of tomorrow, all praise to the source of being.
We continue on top of page 164, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha,
Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Yatahu Melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Yatahu Melech Adon, Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. טוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. And we read responsibly in the bottom of page 164, grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes.
Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul. May the love of your name hallow every home and every heart.
Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Page 167 in the middle, Yehiyu l'ratzon. We're going to jump ahead to page 253, page 253 for the Mishaberach, for the Cholim. If you have people who need special healing this weekend, this Shabbat, please keep them in your thoughts and in your prayers. Page 253, Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Imahotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Me'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We're going to skip ahead to page 258 for the prayers for our community, for our congregation, for our country, and for the state of Israel. Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion in prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. And the prayer for our country, will read the top one responsibly. Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free, to break off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing and do not ignore your own kin.
If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness.
Well, let's read together on page 259, the prayer for Israel. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. This week it was Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance, and to commemorate that we're going to sing Eli Eli, and you can find that on page 349.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh God, my God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
So we've been spending the last 40 or so minutes going through the Siddur on a Friday night, hitting what our rabbis have felt were the most important prayers. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There are only 3 prayers that you need. Actually, it's not even 3 prayers. It's 3 words that you need. And the words are help, thanks, and wow. Those are the only prayers you will ever need in your life. Meister Eckhart, a medieval German theologian, wrote, "If the only prayer you ever say in your whole life is thank you, that would suffice." Help, thanks, and wow incorporate everything that we will ever encounter in our lives. When we say help, we are acknowledging that we can't do things all by ourselves, that we actually need other people. And it's okay to need help, Everyone needs help, and the people who think that they don't need help are the ones that often get themselves into trouble. By acknowledging you can't do it by yourself, you are becoming part of the human race. No one is able to do everything by themselves, and that's why we have the word help. The word thanks is to acknowledge the good things and to be grateful for the lessons that we learn. I like to say that as Jews, we need to adopt an attitude of gratitude. And we need to start saying thank you for the things that we often take for granted. We often take people for granted, and it's always good to say thanks to them as well. And your final prayer, wow. That's when we are fully present in the moment. All too often we go through life on autopilot and we miss gorgeous sunsets, or we miss gorgeous sunrises, or we miss hailstorms, or well, you can't miss a hailstorm, but sometimes we don't acknowledge them. We don't say wow enough. Wow moments happen when our minds are blown and we acknowledge something outside of ourselves. It can be a take your breath away moment or a punch in the gut. That leads us to wow. Yes, 3 words: help, thanks, and wow. But they're just not prayers. Yes, it's easy to say to God, help me. Yes, it's easy to say thanks to God. Yes, it's easy when we see something amazing in nature, we go, wow, and we acknowledge God. But these 3 words are also for our interpersonal relationships. We need to reach out to people and we say help. We need to say thanks more often to the people who help us. And we need to say wow to people who take our breath away by their kindness and their love for us. So it's my wish on this Shabbat that we take these 3 words, help, thanks, and wow, and use them often in our daily lives. As often as we can, say thanks, say help, and say wow. These 3 words are the most powerful words in our language, and we need to use them more. And my prayer for us on this Shabbat is that we will use help, thanks, and wow more than any other words in our vocabulary. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and a good Shabbos. All right, we are going to conclude our services on page 282 with a prayer Aleinu, which is a way of saying thanks to God. We praise God, thanking God for making us unique. Page 282 in the middle, we continue with Aleinu.
The other side.
Whoops, I turned it off. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lateit gedula liotzer breishi, shelo asanu kagoye haratzot, velo samanu mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malkei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz u'moshe v'karo b'shamayim b'mahal Ushlina tuzo, bigove meromi. Hu Eloheinu Einod, emet malkeinu efesulato, kakatu v'torato, yatata hayom. Yom behashevota elevavecha Ki Adonai hu Elohim, Bashamayim mimal, Me'al haaretz, mitachat And the top of page 285, let's read together. Let the time not be distant, O God, when all shall turn to you in love, when corruption and evil shall give way to integrity and goodness, when superstition shall no longer enslave the mind, nor idolatry blind the eye. O may all created in your image become one in spirit and one in friendship, forever united in your service. Then shall your realm be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Adonai will reign forever and ever. V'nehemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz. Vayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24 and each moment then. In the faces of men and women, I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and every one is signed by God's name. And I leave them where they are, for I know that wheresoever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. This week, we observe the following yahrzeits. Shloshim for John Albert Ambergay. Gisela Island, mother of Ed Island. Eleanor Friedman, wife of Norman and mother to Jeff. Jack Poland, relative of Ronald Poland. Anna Levinson, Frida Kagan's mother. Norman Dolan, Ben Dolan's husband. Heva Hess, mother of Elisa, Nancy, Debbie, and Julius, and wife of Theodore. Lillian G. Cohen, Marjorie Lerner's mother. Rachel Rose Glazer, wife of Samuel, mother to Herman, Norman, and Simon. Sylvia Spadel, Sally Fallon's mother. David Feinberg, Eve Feinberg's relative. Rachel Schiff, Mary Cantor's mother and Rena's grandmother. Nathan Robert Baker, husband of Kitty and father to David. Leah Mendel, husband of Max, mother of Ruth Mendel Shradsky. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life eternal. May their memories be a blessing to us always, and may they all rest in peace. This time we recite Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitkadal, V'yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma Divrach Hirutei, V'yamlik Malchutei, V'chayecho, V'yomecho, U'chaye D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agala V'zman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah V'vorach Le'olam Olamei Almaya. Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh. V'yithadar V'yitalev V'yithalal Shmei D'Kedusha Brichu. Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata. Tushbachata V'nechamata. Damiran V'alma V'yimru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav. Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen.
All right, friends. Sam, do we have any announcements?
No, just services tomorrow at 10 and Sunday at 9 o'clock. And once again, they can contact me or Martha if the congregation needs to speak with you.
All right, so services tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. And if you wish to get into contact with me, please reach out to Sam or to our office manager, Martha, and they will get your message to me. Although I should have a shul email soon, relatively soon, and then you can just reach out to me by email, and that will be good. Services tomorrow. I want to thank Scott for being our tech guru, and we had Judy and Charles here as our choir.
So it was.
Oh, you sounded good. You sounded good, and so, and James just for being here.
Thank you.
And of course, Sam for being our president and helping with the announcements. All right, we will close out on page. Actually, I have not only was it Yom HaShoah this week, but it was also Earth Day, and I have a little prayer from my handy dandy book of Earth prayers from around the world, and this one is actually one from our tradition. And so, in honor of Earth Day. How wonderful, O Lord, are the works of your hands. The heavens declare your glory. The arch of sky displays your handiwork. In your love, you have given us the power to behold the beauty of your world, robed in all its splendor. The sun and the stars, the valley and hills, the rivers and lakes all disclose your presence. The roaring breakers of the sea tell of your awesome might. The beasts of the field and the birds of the air bespeak your wondrous will. In your goodness, you have made us able to hear the music of the world. The voices of loved ones reveal to us that you are in our midst. A divine voice sings through all creation. And again, that was in honor of the 50th anniversary or the 50th birthday of Earth Day. And so now we'll close out on page 321 with Adon Olam.
Adon Olam
Asher Malach. B'terem kol yitzir nivra, li'ei nasa b'chefsa kol, azai melech shemo nikra, v'acharei yiklot hakol, levado yiklot nora, Vehu haya, vehu hoved, vehu yiyeh v'tifara, vehu echad v'ein sheni, lehamshilo lehachbira, v'li reshit v'li tachlit, v'lo ha'hoz v'ha'misra, v'hu eli v'chai go'ali, v'sorchev li v'eit sara, v'hu nisi umanos li, Menat kosi biomekra, biado afkid ruchi, bieti shan bi'ayira, bimruchi kiviati, Adonai li v'lo mira. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.